Hey guys, it's Carrie Creation here again, and we are doing the third and final character art for the player characters in my upcoming side project. So I'm really excited to show this to you. Let's get straight into the trailer and then into the art right after that. Alright, so as always with drawing just someone else's character, we had to... This one was a little bit trickier just because having already designed Graves in last week's video, I needed to try and make some distinctions between the two of them. I didn't want them looking too similar, which was a bit of a struggle for me. Wilhelm is meant to be quite a fair bit younger than Graves. I believe Wilhelm's actually going to end up being the youngest in the party, or in the posse as it's called. So we had to tweak him quite a little bit. I've got the rough sketch going down for him now, but later in the video you'll see I make his face like a little bit longer, a little bit more gaunt, and I do use a bit of shading to do that, but also, you know, just a couple of other little tricks to do that. This one was very helpful though, because the character that I'm drawing, Wilhelm, his player also does art as just more of a hobby, and then hopefully, you know, if he ever wants to show stuff, I'm not going to out him for it, but we'll see later on. So it really helped to have him help me designing this character. He did his sketches of it, I did my sketches and my interpretations of it. We worked together to make it work. So I started out with a much, I guess, simpler, a little bit more basic of an outfit for Wilhelm, but we end up changing that pretty soon. I went on and started the lineup before I would actually send, like at the same time that I sent the sketch over, so we just adjusted and made changes, which you'll see coming up soon in the video. I don't want to spoil too much about other people's characters. That's the same with when I did Graves last week, but let's see what I can tell you about our boy Wilhelm. So Wilhelm Whateley, if you know anything about the Deadlands systems, the Whateleys are a pretty well-known family. He is kind of the estranged member of the family, you know, once, twice, maybe 3 times removed, whatever it is. So he doesn't actually have a lot of knowledge about his family, and I guess, is it too much of a spoiler to say part of his story will be trying to get in contact with them, trying to find them? I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully it's not too much of a spoiler. So Wilhelm will be a huckster, so he'll be using kind of like I guess the opposite kind of magic to what Chenoa will be using. You can see here that I've just elongated his face and I'm resketching the outfit to try and make it fit just a little bit better for what we want, and trying to distinguish it just a little bit more. We decided to like flick the collar up and have it more of a tie to go with it, and we do put colors down, but then we kind of adjust those as well. You'll see that later as well, I guess, when we get to it. I am so excited for this project, for this roleplay where the characters will finally get to meet each other, because where we're starting, they're not going to know each other, and hopefully that will be interesting and not too boring trying to help them get to know each other. I will just have to see how that all goes when we get to it, I guess. In the meantime, the Whateley clan are known for their really pale, gaunt skin, looking like they haven't slept in a long time. I believe most of them have dark hair. At the very least, we gave Wilhelm dark hair because he, you know, it fit with his character and how we wanted him to look. the Whateleys all have these really vibrant, bright green eyes, so it was really interesting to try and make that work for us the way that I wanted it to. When it came to shading and giving him the definition that I wanted, I wanted him to look like he's not, well, I guess always tired. I wanted him to look like he's always really tired, which is kind of funny because Chinoa's the one that's always tired, but, you know, we'll get to that later if you follow along with this project. But I put a lot of effort into making those cheekbones really defined, those eye bags really defined before we got into the shading, so that I could just emphasize it more with the shading. It kind of, I like balancing it out so that it all kind of works together. I started the shading process before we had decided to adjust the colours, and we adjust the colours of his outfit mostly because, again, we wanted that distinction between Wilhelm and Graves so that they didn't look too similar and they had like their own kind of styles. So you'll see later on I will import the final image which will have different colours. I forgot to record changing the colours of the outfit, so you'll have to forgive me for that one, but it was still really fun getting to work on this and getting to work on everyone's characters. I'm so excited that you guys now will have gotten to see, as long as you watch the other two videos, you've gotten to see all three characters of this upcoming Deadlands project. I am so excited for it myself, so I really hope some of you decide to follow along. With Wilhelm, just to give him that more of an eerie look, I decided to add extra shading to his face and especially around his eyes. I think it really helped with the sinking it in, and we gave him that little bit of a vibrant green, almost glowing, because, I mean, his eyes aren't glowing unless he uses his powers, but we'll get to that later if you follow along. So here's the final coloration that we went with. We gave him the darker undershirts and a brown like leather jacket instead with the green tie, just to kind of tie all of his colors in together. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed seeing the art for these three characters. If you like the video, please put a like on it. If you're not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next week with something related but different. I'm really excited for it, so stick around for that one and keep your eyes out. Bye!